24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors, and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
The past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better.
If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
What defines my name? NAS.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ready. Set, hut. 45, 5, 60. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Castillo. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come, because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22, red, cycle.
Operating from the gun. Castillo. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's got to pass the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Set, hut.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Patriots defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. This is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together. They'll throw with May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's May. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's Castillo throwing to start the drive. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Up the middle, Johnson. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. When you look at this Patriots defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They go to Johnson again. And he will have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Go. 6, mega. Hut.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Come on, smash, red. 30, drill, green. Green jack. Set.
Back to throw. Castillo. A short one there to Fryermuth. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
43 rail. 52 blue.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Eagle blue. Set. Blue 32. Up steal. Check steal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one there to Fryermuth. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Red 38. Hut, hut.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Henderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Open man, Kyle Williams, he's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So first and 10 now from the 30. To the air, May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Patriots at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. But I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. May going to give it to Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. To throw, it's May. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 33. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This second and 4. Here's May. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing here is May. Finding Williams once more, complete. He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here comes third and about a foot. They'll drop the throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Down. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes third down at 7.
Let's go. Set.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Ready. Yellow.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. From the shotgun, May with it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Castillo. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go.
Here we go on second and 12. Here's Freiermuth again. Broke the tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Ready. Seal. Black. Red. 38. Cut.
Operating from the gun. Castillo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
At the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Down. 52 blue. Black ultra. Roster 6. White. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Castillo. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 32.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
10 black. Black shot. Claws red. You yellow. Set.
Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Looking to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Worried about that, my shows up. All in the kiss can't get the cold up.
A gift for Henderson running to the right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 12. They'll set up to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Check 2. Yellow, 43. Set.
Now Castillo, off play action. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mega, blaster, 6. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Well, the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's May. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. He's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll throw with May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, it's Henderson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's May. And he swung out wide here for Henderson. There'll be a gain of just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the first down if they can. It's third down. They'll set up a throw. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. They run once more with Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Back to throw here. That is caught. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and goal. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in his rap thing, make siblings. Nothing for my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henderson will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And as he'll be marked down at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready? Edo blue. Down. Look, field, black. Blaster, stick. Ultra, ultra. Set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well,